I sometimes wonder if I should rename my channel That Bookseller That Wears That Jumper All the Freaking Time. Hey guys, it's Fiona from Eventide Reads, and today I am here to review An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. I think that's how you say it. I don't actually know. Oh, and I've not put down the things that came with... Oh, hold on. I knew I would forget them. Oops. If you haven't heard of this book is probably one of the most anticipated YA reads this year, especially in America. It's already out in America, it's due out in the UK on the 4th of June, and it is a dystopian slash kind of fantasy at the same time book. It's got a really interesting blend of both of those, and it makes for a very interesting read. One of the main reasons I wanted to read this book is that I knew it was in a dual point of view. So we have, I don't know how to say the names, I assume it's supposed to be like Laia, L-A-I-A, Ellis? I don't know how to say his name either. I'm really bad at pronouncing names, so bad. So we have the female main character and the male main character. They come from two very, very different worlds, but it's told through both of their point of views. The main female character, she is a scholar, and they are some of the poorest people in this book, whereas the male character, he is at one of the sort of most prestigious schools, but it's also a training school for the masks, and these people, the masks, work for the Emperor and sort of go around torturing people, capturing people, etc, etc. The book starts off quite sort of quickly and you're suddenly like, oh, okay, didn't see that coming, and then it sort of slows down a little bit for about 50 pages or so, and you're a bit like, don't really know where we're going with this. But after that, it kind of picks up again, and it carries on throughout the rest of the book at a really great pace. The ending especially is quite intense and also violent. There's a lot of violence. But it's not super bloody, gory violence. It's violence that it's written that you know it's violence, but it's not over the top played. It's actually, you know, it makes the characters react very emotionally, and you see different sides to people, and it's really, really well done. It's a fantastically written book. So alongside the intense storyline, we have lots of different characters. We have the best friend of the male character, we have the brother of the female character. We have lots of different relationships that we deal with throughout this book, and again, that is pretty good. But there's also obviously the negative relationships, slaves, working, and then there's also, you know, rape is mentioned a fair amount in this book. It doesn't necessarily happen, but it is heavily talked about, and I think that's quite brave, because obviously for years these kinds of subject matters have been taboo, and now we're getting to that stage where we can actually talk about it and how one of the characters feels about it compared to everybody else. And it's really interesting to see how that sort of was intertwined in the story. When I got this book in the post, it came with these cards with quotes on, and they've got some like questions on the back. I'm probably not going to do all of them, but let's do this one. Our destiny is power and death and violence. It's what we are. If you don't own that, then how can you ever be free? That's a quote from the book. And on the back it says, the burden of destiny is discussed throughout An Ember in the Ashes. Regardless of whether you believe in destiny or not, modern life generates its own expectations and pressures, whether from yourself or your surroundings. Do you believe that everything happens for a reason and your destiny is laid out for you? What do you think you can do to change your own destiny? Okay, destiny. I don't think destiny is predetermined. Not in the slightest. You make your own choices, you make your life, you make your destiny. Destiny isn't set out. You have the power to change it. I mean, I, for example, went to university and absolutely hated it. I had the power to say, I don't want to do this anymore, but I also had the power to stick it out and get a degree. That was a choice I could have made myself would have changed everything, therefore changing my destiny. But that's a change I made. And I feel very strongly about this, that it's not something predetermined, so you don't have to work hard. Destiny is not really a thing. It's your own ambitions, your own want to do things that power you. Do you see what I mean? Sometimes it just makes no sense. How can you know what your destiny is? You don't. You make it. You make it as you go along. These cards have all got different questions on. There's one about control, one about power, and one about freedom. So I think it's really interesting that this is what they've provided alongside the book, and I'm pretty sure other people will review it and they might do some of the other questions in here, so definitely look out for that. I still can't decide though whether I am going to like the UK cover more or the US cover. Anyway, I gave this book a 4 stars out of 5 because it was really enjoyable. I did struggle to get into it after the first sort of pow in the face. It then dropped. But it was a brilliant book. There's certainly a lot to look forward to in this, and I will definitely be checking out the rest of the series in the future. Have you guys read this book? Probably those in America already have. What did you think about it? Let me know. Leave me a comment down below. I'm hopefully going to have a lot more reviews. I'm reading books a bit more regularly now, so hopefully lots of reviews to come, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!